Okay, so when you're running, there are really four main things you should focus on. You should focus on foot strike, stride, body angle, and arm action. Also, you kind of want to focus on breathing because you don't want to breathe through your chest. You should be breathing when you are running. You should be breathing through your stomach, through your belly. You want to breathe through your belly. Your belly should expand more than your chest. You want to breathe through your belly so that you get more airflow. And when you're breathing, you want to breathe through your mouth more, or through. You want to breathe through your nose if you're more experienced. But if you need air, breathe through your mouth. But for foot strike, you want to keep your toes pointed out, and you want to go from heel to toe, or heel to the ball of your feet. So you want to go from heel to toe, like that. Okay, you kind of want to go you want to go from your heel. You want to land on your heel, and you're gonna push off with the ball of your foot, which should be like this part of your foot here. Next, after you do that, your stride. You want your stride to be good. For more experienced runners, your stride's more important. It gives you more power. You want your hips over when you're running. You want your hips over your front foot. So you want it over your front foot there. You don't want your foot to be. You want your foot to be under your knee, under your hips. Or just under your hips, not your knee. Your knee should be bent though. You want to have your knee bent. And for newer runners, stride's not that important. But if you ever want to become more experienced, it will become more important. Yeah, and everyone's stride's different, so don't feel pressured to do other, to be concerned about other strides. Your body angle, you want to have your ear, your shoulder, and your hips in a line. You don't want to be like weirdly angled. That's just gonna throw you off balance. You want to keep that alignment. You want your abdominals kind of tight and your buttocks tucked. You want to relax yourself. You don't want to be too tense. Don't really bend at the waist. Don't stick your butt out or something weird like that. And you don't want to look down, because if you look down, it's gonna throw off your posture, and it's gonna be bad for your neck, and it's just not proper. You want to know where you're going, so you want to look up. And for your arm position, for your arm action, for more experienced runners, it's really pumping your arms is very necessary, because if you pump your arms, it gives you more propulsion, more speed. But for less experienced runners, it's not really that important. Although you want to keep you don't want to have your hands clenched. You want your hands kind of open, kind of not clenched, and then you want them between your chest and your hips, like here. You want to front You don't want to be too tense. You want to be relaxed. And that's really the proper way to run, and that's how you run.